going on, Army? So much has been going on. We haven't really had time to just sit down behind the camera. We've been in the field, as Joe says, boots to the ground. We're finally taking a moment. I'm gonna sit here. I got a story to tell. Y'all know how it goes. Once upon a prison story. That's what it is. I'm here today to tell y'all about my trip to receiving, which is the prison you go to while you're getting classified before you get sent to where you're going to actually do the majority of your time. And you only go there once every bid. And this one, well, where they sent me was absolutely crazy. I got there and the majority of the people there probably weren't going home anytime soon. And if they were going home anytime soon, as myself, we didn't talk about it. People ask me, well, how much time you got? I'm still in appeal. I ain't trying to talk about it. I don't want to jinx myself. When the truth be told, I only had like 4 years left. God, that sounds like a lot of time. And compared to the other people there, that time wasn't nothing. I mean, there was guys there 30 plus years. I don't know how I found out how much time they had, but when I did find out, I kind of distanced myself from them. When people don't have nothing to lose, it's a whole different beast. It's a whole different, attitude that you find in those type of people. Well, while I was at this receiving, which I was so happy to get to, because it just meant I was leaving the jail. I was going to be able to go outside. I was able to do more things, more activities. I wasn't locked in the cell anymore. Well, my bubble was burst as soon as we got there, because the day that I got to this receiving, there was a gang war and the whole prison was locked down for, I think I was locked down for the first 8 days I was there in my cell. I didn't come out but every 2 days to take a shower. I ate in my cell. I did everything there. There was no way they were letting us out until, everybody who was a part of this gang riot or gang war was dealt with. When you're in your cell that long without leaving, you really get to know who you're in the cell with. And my cellie, with my luck, he was a nut. He was a straight nut. The whole time we're in there, he talked all this rah-rah stuff, but as soon as they popped the door, he was quiet as a church mouse. He was an older guy, but that's not what this story is about. This story is about bad decisions. I'm telling you right now, I made probably one of the best rookie mistakes you can make. As soon as they let us out the cell after 7 or 8 days, I found a guy that I knew from school. I had known for a long time, and I also knew that he was a gang member. I'm not going to mention the gangs, but it's one of the biggest gangs that you'll find in prison. He looked out for me. At this time in my life, I didn't have much commissary. When you leave jail and come to receiving, they take everything from you. You only go with your paperwork. You can't bring pictures. You don't bring any hygiene products, no food, no nothing. So I get there and I have nothing. And this guy, he looked out for me. He gave me a few things, felt sorry for me. Well, he comes to me one day and he's like, man, I heard you do tattoos. I was like, yeah, I dabble in the arts. He looks at me, he's like, hey, look, me and my buddies, we got a tattoo machine. If you're willing, we'll give you this tattoo machine. All you got to do is tattoo us for free. And then whoever else you tattoo, you can keep that money. Plus, we'll get you started. We'll put you a little welcoming pack together. You'll get all your hygiene, some food items. We'll hook you up. So they hook me up. I get the tattoo machine, Now, mind you, to do tattoos in this place, it was crazy. The first tattoo I did was on my buddy. My cellie switched with his cellie, and that was a funny conversation too, because it was more like, yo, you're gonna switch. And my cellie was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So they switch one time, we get locked down. Now this is a big risk because you might end up getting locked down and not coming back out. So after lunch, he switched with my cellie and came into my cell. I tattooed him. Everything worked out just fine. He got a decent tattoo. They popped the cell doors and they were able to, switch back. Well, we did it again. And I did a tattoo on this guy. I did a name on his arm. I think it was his nickname I did on his arm. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't want to forget. That's one thing I never got. I've met a lot of people that were like, hey, can you put my name? I don't know why you would get your own name tattooed, but that's what he wanted. And so I did the tattoo. That's the second tattoo I did. Mind you, they had already hooked me up with some stuff. That one went over well too. Went back to my cell, got the tattoo gun. Well, the tattoo gun started messing up. So that night, I was in my cell, and I got the tattoo out on my bed. It's all taken apart, and I'm working on it. And the police walk by my cell and see everything on my lap, on my bed, and they pop my cell door. They come in and they confiscate everything. Well, the guard thought he was doing me a favor. He's like, look, I'm not even gonna write you a charge, man. I just want you to give me everything. So he took all the tattoo gear, which wasn't mine, and let me live, as so he thought. Man, immediately after the door popped, on this cell block, when the doors pop, it starts at the end and doors pop in order. Bow, 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 bow. Before my door popped, there was already 5 of these gang members at my door waiting to rush in the cell because they knew that I had got the tattoo gun stolen. The police had confiscated the tattoo gun, and here they are, ready to just destroy me. They've come in, barrel in, they got me pinned against the back. All I'm thinking is, PC! PC, help! But I didn't holler. I really thought, all I was thinking is, please, officer, help! What am I supposed to do versus 5 people? All I'm thinking is, they can't all hit me at one time. The cell is too small. But I didn't want to get beat up. I didn't say nothing, but they were ready to go. I don't know, these guys had time too. There was no joke. These guys were no joke. They were ready to really hurt me over this. So I started copping pleas as fast and as efficient as possible. I was like, look, how much do I owe you? Tattoo guns are made out of CD players. CD players run from $30 to $70. Well, they wanted $100. They were like, all the money we could have made off of this tattoo gun, you got it stolen. It's your deal. You owe us $100. I was like, okay. Well, as I've already mentioned, I wasn't getting no money sent in. My mom was struggling. You know, I didn't have nobody out there that was sending me money on a regular basis, especially not $100. So I didn't know how this was going to happen. They leave out the cell. Mind you, they took everything that they had already given me back. I didn't know what to do. What was I supposed to do? I let them have it. Take it. I don't care. Just leave me alone. Please don't kill me. I did not want to die. This was probably the worst decision I had ever made. I was sitting in my bed after all this happened. I was like, man, I could have just said no. And I knew better. I knew better than get involved with any gang. I knew that. I knew before I even said yes that I was making a bad decision. But I thought, you know, what the hell? I'll be able to get some commissary and I'll only be here for a little while. Mind you, I'd already been here at this compound by the time this happened, I don't know, a month. I'd been there about a month by the time, you know, they came and took the gun from me. And now I'm scared. I'm in the cell praying for a lockdown. Please lock us down. It happened. I don't know who was listening, but it happened. They locked us down. We got locked down again for another gang war that happened. This building where I was at was on this side and it was connected to the newer building by like a hallway. And in the middle of that hallway is where they did nurse call or pill call. And the day after the cop had confiscated the tattoo gun, during pill call, the guys in the gang from my building ran through, barreled over the nurse and the guard, ran into the next building and began to fight the rival gang. We were immediately locked down. I remember being in my cell going, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I was so happy that we had got locked down because they couldn't get at me at this moment. And there was no way. I had done wrote my mom a letter. I called her, Mama, please send me this money so that they don't hurt me. Please. I was scared. I ain't even gonna lie, I was scared. These dudes were deep. And some of them were in there for violent actions, and I didn't want them to get it. You know, I wasn't thinking about myself, thinking about them. I didn't want them to get any more time for hurting me. I was really concerned with their well-being. Yeah, that's some crap. I was scared to death. I was like, man, if this dude pokes somebody on the street, what's keeping him from poking me too? If I'd have got poked in there, y'all might not have never met me. What? Who? I'm scared. I was scared. That's what it was, man. I was scared to death. If it was maybe one, maybe even 2 guys, I probably would have went. But 5 guys packed in my cell, that scared me. With like a few more outside keeping lookout, man, I thought I was going down right there. I thought they were going to have me, but they didn't. This lockdown came. We ended up being locked down for, I don't know, 7 days. And these guys, man, I'm going to tell you right now, the day that it happened, I had to go down, and there was 3 tiers, and they released, when you come out for rec, they only do 1 tier at a time. They don't let all these guys out, because I think it's like almost 100 guys per tier. You know, so it's 300 guys in this building. Or it might be a little less. I don't know. I can't really remember, but I know it was so many, they wouldn't let us all out at the same time. The leader of this gang that I had freaking got into bed with, no homo, wanted to talk to me. So I go downstairs and I'm talking to him, and he's like, look, I'm gonna keep the guys off of you, but you got to do what we want you to do, and that is, pay us back, or shoot, we know a couple people that have CD players. You can go run up in their cell and steal one for us, and you'll be good. I'm thinking to myself, man, y'all want to kill me. The best idea we got is to go steal a CD player from the other gang? Are you kidding me? I'm thinking to myself, hell no. But what comes out of my mouth is, who is it? I got to play it. Who is it? I got this. And I'm shaking in my boots like, oh God, why? Why me? Why me? Because you stupid. That's why. You was a dummy. You made a bad choice to get involved with some bad people, and now you got to do some bad things to some other bad people with the option of die. I don't know. Man, one bad decision leads to other bad decisions, man. You just got to come to a point where you're like, you know what? No. That's what I should have said in the first place. Man, thanks for the opportunity, but no. For real, when he said, man, I heard you can tattoo, I probably should have been like, no, I can't even trace. So, no, we're not doing no tattoos. I knew better. This wasn't my first rodeo, but it seemed like it, all the green decisions I was making. Man, so now here I am at this prison, life in danger, and then luckily this riot fight happens between the 2 rival gangs. The prison gets locked down, and I'm like, oh God, I'm safe for another 10 days. Now, mind you, these cells have bars on them. The doors are bars. It's not solid doors. So you could go to the bar, you can holler wherever, you can fish. Fishing meaning tying pieces of string together and throwing it all over the place and bringing other items back to your cell, or distributing items. I've seen some crazy guys fish in that thing from tier to tier. It was actually pretty cool. But now I'm like, okay, I'm saved for a little while. Please, lockdown last forever. That's what I was thinking to myself. Please, lockdown last forever. Every single day while I'm in there, I'm thinking, when the police do counts and they walk by, maybe I should go and tell these guards what happened. But I didn't. I didn't, because I know prison code. It was like, don't do that. You're just going to make it worse for yourself. So I didn't snitch. I didn't tell. I didn't go to PC. I just was like, I got to figure something out. My mom, my sister, everybody was like, we don't have the money. We can't send you no money. I could have been like, Mom, they're going to kill me. But that's not what I said to my mom. I just said, look, I messed up. I got somebody's stuff took, and I owe him some money. I need you to help me out. I didn't tell my mom my life was in danger. I didn't want that to be another way of snitching. Maybe they read my mail or whatever. But that's not what I did. I waited it out. And the scary thing is this. Man, these guys would come to their doors, and I could hear them. They'd be hollering at me. They'd be like, they called me Harry Potter because I had glasses on. I don't know, white with glasses that looked like Harry Potter. I don't know. They called me Harry Potter. They'd be like, Harry Potter, don't check out. They would just taunt me. They would say things. Man, I'd be in my cell and I would get so mad. I get so mad at myself, for putting myself in this situation. And then also because the fear that I had, I hated the fear that I had. I did not like fearing for my life. I did not like that at all. It made me feel, really small. So I would get mad, but I refrained from saying anything because I didn't want to piss these guys off any more than they already were at me. I was definitely trying to survive this situation. Well, lo and behold, I'm asleep one night, and the guard comes to my cell. Tore it off. Pack your stuff. You're out of here. I was like, I'm out of here? I'm out of here? Thank you, Lord. I was so happy. They were moving me out of it. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I ducked this one. Thank you. I promise to never make another bad decision while I'm in here. And I didn't. I made it through prison after that pretty smoothly. Got into a couple scuffles here and there, but nothing serious like this. They moved me to the next prison where I would eventually meet Joe. And I was cool. I was happy. I was at the prison, got my bunk, got me a TV, I'm chilling, I'm enjoying my time. I know that sounds crazy because you don't enjoy it for real, but it was going smoothly. And then one day, they call my name for mail. Tore it off, mail. Come up to the little slot, the lady in the booth is like, here you go, hands me my letter, I'm looking at it. And it's from somebody that I don't know. I don't know this name. Open the mail and I begin to read it. This is what happened as I'm reading the letter. Oh my God, they found me. I was scared to death, y'all. I was scared, beyond scared. I was frightened. I'm reading this letter. The letter said, hey, Harry Potter, I found you. I don't know why you ran from us or thought that we wouldn't find you, but we know where you are. We have eyes everywhere. I'm looking around. Oh my God. How did they find me? Now I'm wondering, what's about to happen? Do they know people at this camp? How did they find me? I was scared to death. I want to tell y'all right now, that was the craziest feeling I ever had in my life. They found me. I immediately balled that letter up and threw it away. I didn't want to, if they were to find, man, did you get my letter? No, I never got a letter. I didn't get any mail ever. Not once, none, no. I literally was in awe of how these people found me, but they did. And the letter was pretty much, dude, keep your word. You got our tattoo gun stole. We know where you're at. This is my name. This is my number. They were so bold. This is my name. This is my number. Send the money, bro. And that was the letter. I could not believe it. The fear that was going through me was so crazy. But guess what? At that time, this is probably like 2 months later, I had the money. You wanna know what I did? I sent it. I didn't send the whole $100. Actually, I think I sent them $60. $60. The moral of this story is watch who you keep your company with. I knew that I was getting involved with some bad people, but I still did it. Man, if you've ever been to prison, you understand the situation that I'm talking about. If you've never been to prison, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was the worst feeling in the world to know that the whole situation was your own fault. But I'm glad that it ended the way it did. I'm glad that I got out of there before I got hurt, because there's no telling what these people probably would have done to me. I've seen what they've done to people. I've seen what they've done to their own people. The guys in the same gang as them. I've seen what they've done to those people. Hurt them up. Bad. Put them away. Man, I ducked that one. And yeah, I sent them the money, and I think the only reason I sent them the money was because I was scared. Nah, I understood that, the code is, I made the choice. My fault, I got the machine took, and so I had to pay for it. Thank God that the sequence of events that took place saved me. They did. The lockdown, the class being classified and then being transferred before they had a chance to do what they were going to do to me, because I didn't have no money to pay that back, and I damn sure wasn't about to go steal one from the rival gang. That won't go happen either. Actually, what I was doing was trying to manipulate my cellian to let me have his. He wasn't going for it. Ladies and gentlemen, I can apply that to out here today. I've taken that lesson and I've learned it, and I understand now, you'll meet all types of people in life, and it's your choice whether or not to get involved with them and what they're doing, or to try and get them involved with what you're doing, or to not be involved with them at all. I'm still making good choices, y'all. I'm still making good choices, and I'm glad that y'all can be a witness to that. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't look too much like a little punk, because I'm not a punk. I just was scared at this situation. Man, y'all know what to do, man. Until next time, enjoy your life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted and make the most of every day. That's what we're doing. Peace.